What is that, man? It's like just guys. Is that security? What? Yeah, just, obviously one of our better performances of the year. Outside of missing a lot of, a lot of good looks at three. There's not a whole lot for me to complain about. Just with the performance, I think just a lot of soul searching by the group. During that stretch that started at MSG where our defense kind of tanked, and then I think you saw today its capabilities when we're dialed in. But I just think that today, obviously it's about Alex Caraban's career, 27 straight now in this building for us. It's about Alex Caraban's career. Obviously playing his last game here. It was about our perimeter guys being better on defense. It was about the bench, I think, in the first half, like helping us extend the lead. When we went to the bench the first time we played them at MSG up 16-10, we lost the lead 17-6. We were 7-0 run the wrong way quick. So our bench, I thought, made a difference, brought a lot of energy, especially in the first half. But to me, the game was about just Tarris Reed and what he's capable of. And when his last two games, if that's what he's decided to give us, but why do most people change in life? Because of pain. Pain forces people to change, and I think the pain of that Creighton game, the pain of that St. John's game in MSG has lit something with that guy. Today's performance was as good as a center has played for us in a game.
Reversal on so many different levels. So the three big guys that did so much damage last time today, did a lot of turnovers last time today on a couple.
Yeah.
Is it an adjustment that you made, or just better execution, or something?
I mean, we played better. They played worse. I mean, we screwed up less things. We switched more things, and did a good job of keeping the ball from getting all the way to the front of the rim. We felt like in the first game, like we gifted them, so many points in the game on pick sixes, stealing our ball, going and laying it in, stealing a reverse pass, going and laying it in, not being able to rebound a free throw. We did all those things in the first game. It was just like, it was bad charity. It was like just the first time we played them, we did so many things. It was like, bad charity, right? It's like people that take money and then don't use the money for people they're supposed to give it to. We did that shit the first time. So we didn't do it this time. We had 5 turnovers. Really, it was 20 assists, 4 turnovers because we took the shot clock violation. So once we cleaned that up and, just kind of ran our stuff, we had good movement. We had good inside out. And like I said, we had, I think, a bunch of good looks at three that we didn't make.
What did you see from Silas? 1 turnover for him, and obviously he struggled the last time against St. John's. Was he just more focused? What did you see from him?
Yeah, I mean, you play at home. I mean, we had the crowd today was. That's what it should sound like. I mean, and it was like that versus Creighton, and we didn't perform well, but. They were just ready to go. That young lady crushed the anthem, got the people ready. The crowd was awesome, and then Tarris got us off to such a fast start there. But I thought, Silas has got a lot of weapons. This team is about balance, and Silas did the right thing today. He took 5 shots. He got on the glass. He took care of the ball. He found his teammates. He quarterbacked the team today. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, they've been playing so well. The streak that they were on, I don't know what they came into the game with 12 in a row or something, 13 in a row coming in. So, it was just our night. I think it just starts snowballing on you when you have a night like this. Obviously, we played really good defense on them. I thought we demoralized them a little bit, when the score gets where the score got, and I just think it was one of those nights where everything went great for us and everything went wrong for them, but we did a lot to make that happen. And obviously we expect, to see them potentially a third time. We expect, hopefully we get to a third game. I think it would be great for the Big East, it'd be great for college basketball. But I do want to move that Big East tournament somewhere else because I think St. John's has too big of an advantage playing the Big East tournament at MSG now that their fan base is woke up and packs that place. So I'd like to move it to the Prudential Center or Dan Toscano's waving no. Joel Fisher kill me.
Anywhere else.
What's that?
Anywhere else.
All right. I'm saying that tongue in cheek, obviously, guys. It was. Or Mohegan Sun. But the Big East women's tournament's at Mohegan Sun.
Dan,
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Who's talking?
Dan, it's not unusual after defensive rebounds to see you kind of waving the guys up the floor to go if you have the chance to go.
Yeah.
But how much more important was that in a game like this? Because the more you go, the less their pressure can start to bother you, 80, 90 feet.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a coach has done, I'm like, seeing where they were in a non-conference and then seeing how he has developed his team, drilled into his team the things that made his team last year such a great Big East team, the physicality, the rebounding, the defense. I mean, they punish you. I mean, they're brutal to play against. The switching, the physicality, the downhill paint. I mean, they assault the paint when you play them. So, we knew we had to get stops to avoid having to inbound the ball against the pressure and just to try to, play ahead of their defense. And, we're doing a better job, I think, of getting out in transition because our defense is kind of is reinvigorated the last couple of games.
Dan, you talked about things that you switched not only from the last time you played St. John's, but from the Creighton loss as well. I'm curious if you've also noticed a change in the mentality of this team, whether it's approach, whether it's in-game, and what maybe could have sparked that.
Tyrus Reed. I mean, this season's going to go the way Tyrus goes. I mean, and that's a repeatable performance for him. He wasn't flipping in. I mean, he had one spinning shot, but for the most part, the guy's ball screen defense was off the charts. His ability to play two and be a big body in the paint when they were getting at the paint, his presence on the glass, his ability just to have a guy when people are pressuring on the perimeter to throw it into. I mean, the thing with Tyrus is like he could repeat that, and if he repeats that, we're not going to lose. Many more games the rest of the way. And it's repeatable what he was doing. He wasn't hitting like fadeaway, dream shake shot. I mean, he was just the guy who was a presence at the rim as a deterrent, and his ball screen defense and his rebounding and his post position and his passing out of traps. If he does that, this team's going to have a great rest of the way.
Dan, kind of similar, but, just does Terrace's performance, the whole team's performance tonight change the ceiling that you see this team having?
No, my only thing is like the league is always tough for us. It's the conference. I mean, these coaches know us well. The games are real physical. You look at our history the last 4 years, we tend to play better versus non. If you eliminate Maui and you look at what we've done the last 4 years in the non-conference, I mean, we did what we did in 23, we did what we did in 24. Exclude Maui from last year, although you're really not allowed to do that, but let's just say we are for now. We play Florida pretty well. A team that wins the national championship. We had multiple chances to win that second round game. We did what we did this year in the non-conference. I just think the Big East is tough. It's tough. It's a grind. I mean, it's physical. The people know us well. They know how we play offense. We're a better non-conference team and NCAA tournament team than we are Big East team.
Hey, Coach, it seems that since the halftime game at Villanova,
at halftime of Villanova, this team is just completely switched. What did you say? I need to know what you said at halftime that has changed this team so much.
That's just a crock of a lot. You know, it's like it's not like the adjustments from coaches are like way overrated. I think you have a plan A, you got a plan B, you got a plan C. You try all of it, and you know, really what it comes down to is how the players show up for you. You know, just the type of men you have, the type of team you have. You know, and how they perform in spots like at halftime in a Villanova game where, you know, you lose that game. You're on now a two-game losing streak with St. John's coming to you. You know, and teams have to decide at that point how they want their season to go. And I just think those men in that locker room decided at halftime that they want to fight. We've got 3 chances to win championships this year, and they wanted to keep alive our chances of winning one of them, which is the regular season, then the Big East tournament, and then obviously you got Final Fours and things like that.
Yeah, how do you keep that fire lit under Terrace? I mean, obviously the Villanova game, he was coming off a couple of bad performances. You kind of challenged him. Tonight it's, you know, St. John's, big crowd, Zuby, all that. How do you keep him inspired like the rest of the way? Do you feel like you have to light that fire, or do you think he can do it on his own?
I mean, everyone knows. You know, just everyone knows. I mean, everyone knows when he plays like this, you know, like this is what we look like. This is a team that looks like it's as good as any team. So, you know, we all know that. I mean, you know, he's at the end of his career. You know, he's got to do it. I mean, the guy. I mean, you know, the place that he left, Michigan, you know, is having a monster year. He transferred to UConn. If he plays up to his ability, you know, we could play at the level of the place that he played at before, you know, when he plays like this. So if he wants to be a draft pick, if he wants to win championships, he'll keep showing up like that. You know, if he doesn't, it hurts our chances. And then we're letting each other down. I mean, but, you know, we always needed Terrace to play like an All-American for this to work. And he certainly did today, and he did versus Nova.
Yeah.
I hate to put it all on one player, but I think it's all like when we get that Terrace, and again, that's a repeatable thing. There's nothing he did that was like lucky or hard shots. I mean, he just played with an identity tonight that was dominant.
Dan, what was different about your defense today in the last couple of games that just brought you to another level?
Terrace? I mean, it's others. I mean, listen, Solo was better tonight. You know, Braylon held up. We had less mistakes scouting-wise on, like, going under on non-shooters, getting over screens on shooters. Like, we made less mistakes in terms of the prep work that Mike, Luke, and Kamani do in terms of the effort with scouting. But I listen, Silas is a dog on defense. I mean, Silas is a ball hawk. And, you know, Braylon Solo held up well. Jay Ross was great defensively. But really, I mean, it's like Terrace is rare. I mean, his ability to get out and hedge ball screens, recover, get back to the roller, like guard 2 as the ball's being driven at the paint and then recover back to his. I mean, the guy's a freak. And when he plays like that, you know, we're an elite team.
Did you have more switches as well?
We did switch more things. And, you know, there's obviously they have players that are reluctant three-point shooters. So when we switch a smaller player to a Mitchell or to a Hopkins, and they've got a lineup of Mitchell, Hopkins, and Zuby on the court, you know, you're able to kind of sink into the paint because there may be at times for them, you know, 2 3-point shooters out of the 5. So I just thought we did a much better job of taking away the paint on screens and the first time that we didn't switch and they scored on.
Dan, it's now been 3 full seasons without a loss in this building. Is that streak something you guys take pride in or even talked about heading into today?
No, I'm so superstitious, man. All I cared about today was just getting the right underwear. But yeah, I mean, it's great to close out Alex's career in here like that, you know. And yeah, you know, like your first couple of years when you're going to have good crowds, I didn't like coming in here. because you get 9,000 in this place and it looks pretty empty. But now we love coming here. I mean, the crowd's awesome. When you get close to 16,000, the way we had it today, it's pretty impressive. We good? Yes, sir.
Coach, was there anything in practice this week that indicated that your team would perform this way tonight?
Oh, no, not in practice. I mean, when do we play? Yeah, we played outside. No. I mean, you get fooled. You have great practices, you play like crap. You have bad practices, you play real well. I mean, we've played well like this at other times too. Like we beat Illinois, who's I guess one of the top teams by double-figure points. We beat Florida, who's a national championship contender. We beat BYU when they had Richie Saunders and they had a full group. We went and won on the road at Kansas. We've had other wins. This wasn't our first good one.